I just had to check if there was stuff in my teeth. Wait, this is gonna be an ASMR if I'm eating, or like a mukbang. A mukbang. Let me just eat for like 5 seconds. Oh my god. It's 5:17 p.m. on April 3rd. It's a Wednesday. I got back from work. Unpaid, of course. I got back from work like 45 minutes ago. Immediately took a shower. Actually, I came and stood on the porch, this balcony, and thank heavens that it exists, because sometimes I just need a breath of fresh air. And then I was like, you know, it's a rainy day. It's weird. I'm feeling like I could get in bed, and I don't like that. That's typically a sign that I'm, 1, exhausted from lack of sleep the night before, or 2, DEPRESSED. Hope I spelled that right, because otherwise that's going to sound like BITCH. But I don't know. I think that I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I just was like, oh, it's rainy and gloomy, and doing the thing that I could falsely assume was sad vibes, but it's really just like, girl, you're tired. Like, eat something and take a shower and you'll be fine. By the way, fine, 45 minutes later. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did. I'm like so hungry, so I don't know why I decided to start filming. But here we are. Sunday mornings, growing up, we'd go to mass. I still go to mass when I go home. But Sunday mornings growing up, we'd go every Sunday, and then we'd kind of hit Wawa afterwards. Now, if you're not from the Mid-Atlantic, Wawa is going to go ahead and be God's gift to fast food convenience and gas services. If you can imagine the Wawa that's local to me being right before a major bridge, we're seeing traffic of people, you know, going over the bridge. Maybe they're doing a long car ride. And then we also see people who are 10 minutes from home, me, getting their hands on a sub right after the Word of God. And there's nothing more beautiful than breaking bread with my family in my living room after Mass, okay? We're talking 30 minutes prior to me sitting my butt on the couch with my sub from Wawa. I heard our priest talking about how to be holy and how to love and how to care for one another. And then I'm watching SNL reruns with my dad. And the reruns in question are like insanely inappropriate jokes. I'm 11. I'm crying, laughing. My parents are like, oh, Mallory, don't say that. Don't say that outside of the house. And I'm like, of course not. And I didn't, because who would I be to break a rule of my parent? I'm going to follow the rules. So my point is that those Sunday mornings were so funny. Like, what the hell? I would wake up, not want to go to church, just from fatigue. I'd get there, I'd be singing, okay? I'd be singing those songs. That's my favorite part. I do love to sing. I love to sing. Put me in a church, okay, I'm singing. Then I'm going to go ahead and, like, not really pay attention super well to what the priest is saying. It's like, sorry, King, but email it to me later. This could have been an email. Oh, my God. That's not nice. Well, that's funny. No, sometimes I learned when I was paying attention. And then I would go get Wawa with my family. Before I, like, knew what to order and what things I liked to eat, and before I wasn't, like, just, like, icked and a picky eater by certain foods, I would get on white sub roll, no meat, white sub roll, cheese and lettuce. Cheese and lettuce. Babe, that's a quesadilla that's not heated with lettuce. All of the ingredients that are available at Wawa, 2. I just need 2. cheese, lettuce. That was sickening. Now I'm going to go ahead and put chicken in there. It's not that much different. Chicken, I'm going to add cucumber. It's like the whitest sandwich. But anyway, it was a good time. I still do enjoy doing those traditions with my family. But the SNL part was crazy. So much so that I've always watched SNL. No matter what. Like, there have been years where I've known the least amount of cast members or cared the least amount about like a certain cast at a certain time, but I still am a dedicated appreciator of the show and all that they do every week. And there are people online that are like, oh, it's such a flop now, blah, blah, blah. Y'all say that every year. Y'all will say that about, and Drew Gooden said it best, you will say that about any time period that wasn't your peak era, okay? So my peak era, I was too young to truly understand the golden years of like, and again, they're my golden years because of how old I was. My parents' golden years of SNL are different than mine. Like, I was a little bit too young to know the gravity of what was happening with The Lonely Island, with Tina and Amy, with Seth Meyers. Was at Kristen Wiig. Like, I wasn't understanding how culturally significant that would be for me for nostalgia later. But I think my like peak time was maybe more like 2012 to 2018. So we're talking Vanessa Bryant, Bobby Moynihan, Kate McKinnon, Cecily Strong. Like, when I say that Cecily Strong has shaped me and that I've read her book and that I just love them so much. I had an SNL fan account as a freshman in high school. I got views. Let's just say that. It is now archived, but I got views. And I did my 8th grade History Day project on SNL. That was a choice. Did not win any awards, but damn, did I get a few chuckles from the community. And when I think about SNL, I'm just thinking about how, like, anyone that's made a room of people laugh, they're like, I could do that. I could be on SNL. I've never thought that once in my life because that show is so scary and you have to be so smart and so moldable and like meshable and like able to take on so many different roles and character types. It's so beyond most of our capabilities. So I think as a kid, I would get annoyed when anyone would share their dreams. So, like, for example, someone could say, you know, I really would love to be on SNL. And I'd say, okay, prove it. Give me your give me your 5 minutes. Give me your audition, because I bet you can. That's not nice. No, like, definitely you can do it if you put your mind to it, but you also can't. I'm sorry. I couldn't. When I was little and I'd get up and sing at church, or I'd sing the national anthem. I don't think I was filming that whole time. Thank God it was only like a minute. I feel a little bit like the lady who went viral for falling out of her chair while hosting an entire corporate Zoom meeting. It's really cold outside. I don't know if this is really like my jam, but that's what happened last time. That's why I'm in a different outfit. Let me finish one thought at a time. This chair, I just realized, has a leg that is about to snap. So that's, if I fall, that's why. I'm in a different outfit because a couple days ago when I was telling my stories, the camera said, girl, it's too cold outside. And I was like, oh, okay. So it stopped, and then I was like, let me just stop. Okay, the wind is crazy, so I'm gonna go like this. So, as I was saying, you could not take the microphone away from me when I was a kid. I was singing at church. I was singing the national anthem at school. At any event that they needed, I said, I got you guys. And I honestly wish that someone took it away from me a little more often, but at the same time, I think my parents would have taken it away from me if I said, Mallory, please stop singing, if I was bad. So hopefully it wasn't awful. But my point is, I would have people tell me, because it's the only thing that they could come up with, I think, not that it was true. But when I was little, they were like, would you ever go on, because at the time we didn't have The Voice, okay, we had American Idol, and I was all over that. I was all over watching that. Would you ever go on American Idol? And my immediate response every time, absolutely not. Are you kidding? Absolutely not. And I think that I've just always put up this wall, and again, I don't want to, go on that show or really put myself out there like that, because I don't think that I would make it very far, and I just like don't want to put myself it's so funny saying put myself out there publicly. I don't think that I would enjoy that, because rejection is inevitable. Like, the odds are so against you. And so I was always like, no. And I just was like a realist from a very young age of like, no, I'm not gonna, I don't know. Maybe it's a little sad that and this again, it wasn't my parents telling me this. It's like my own brain. Just like bringing myself back to earth of like, you know, that probably is not going to happen for me. So I'm just not going to dream that big. And then like anything that I was interested in high school, I was super interested in politics. I mean, so interested. That's one of the things I'm studying at school. So I still, in some way, shape or form, am interested in it, but I enjoy it less now. But back in high school, I was so inundated with watching the news and tracking politics and taking every social studies class I could. And now I'm becoming a social studies teacher, which is funny. But anyway, I just like, even with that, there's always a step that you could take of like, would you want to be an elected official? And I immediately no. And I don't know, maybe, I don't know what that says about me, but I just like, I'm comfortable on a stage when I can control it. They asked at my college folks to audition to sing the national anthem at each of our like school graduations. And I thought about it for a moment, and then I was like, I do not want to audition and then potentially say I got it. I would be nervous the whole graduation day. Like, I sang the national anthem at homecoming when I was a senior, and I was so nervous. I blacked out I blacked out from nerves. I did not black out in the other slang term of blacking out, but I completely like I thought that I got the words wrong, and I went up to my best friend after and I said, Neely, I think that I just bombed that. Like, how bad was it? And she said, Mallory, you didn't sing any of the words wrong. So I just think that like under pressure, when I psych myself out, it's just like not good. So wrapping up that thought of SNL and American Idol and like whatever, I think that I probably project my own realism onto everybody else, where I'm like, anyone else can dream big and do their thing, but I just go to a place where I'm like, I don't think that that is feasible for anyone. But then there are real people that do it. And then there was someone from my hometown that got very far on The Voice, and I was like, she is so incredible. Like, I don't know if this is making any sense, but it doesn't really have to. That's another thing I deal with, is feeling like I have to be so understood and like justify everything I say. Hey, relax. Hey, chill out. That's a Brittany Broski-ism when she goes, hey, no one cares. So today is Saturday. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. Not by choice. Literally, it's the cross I bear now that I am waking up at 7 every day. But I woke up at 6:30. I was like, okay, here we are. FaceTimed my mom. She was getting ready, and she was like, sorry, I feel like I just talked for a long time. And I said, don't even worry. I wish I had things to update you on, but I'm just living a very low and steady experience, which is fine by me. Especially, I was so chaotic in this last clip, and now I'm like, hi all. Very chill today, but we're gonna go grad dress shopping, and I might yap about that in my next yap video, because I am trying to decide what color to get. I have a couple friends who are wearing black dresses. There's like the typical white graduation gown that people wear, and I kind of did that in high school. Like, I had a white dress, but I didn't have graduation. I like had a walk through graduation, so I had maroon regalia, and then I had a white dress that had like blue and yellow kind of like designs a little bit on it, but it was a white base. And then most of my friends were white, so 2 of my friends here have decided to wear black dresses that they like, but they're still gonna go looking. We have royal blue, like very bright royal blue, not dark blue, but like a royal blue regalia, or like graduation gown. So the dress that we're gonna wear underneath, I have, friends that are looking at black some are going navy blue. One of my friends is going red, which I think is really smart because that's another one of our school colors. And like red and royal blue will look good together. So they're being unique, and now I'm like, I should be unique too. But I might just find like, I just can't, I don't know. I'm really honestly scared to do a color theory test on like which colors go the best with my skin tone, because I have a lot of different colors in my closet. Maybe I'll insert a photo. My closet, actually no, I'm not going to do that. I have a lot of different colors in my closet, but I tend to wear blue, and it's because I have blue eyes, so I do that sometimes to make them pop. But other than that, I have a lot of colors, but I think that I'm sure that I wash myself out with certain choices of clothing articles that I have. But yeah, so we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna go to see like a funny Shakespeare show with a friend of mine who's coming to visit to celebrate her birthday, and I'm so excited to see her. And then, yeah, tomorrow I have a couple assignments too. I could probably do some of those right now, but I'm thankfully done with my senior capstone, so now I just have like a month, but honestly there's a week redacted from this month that is my spring break for the high school that I work at. So it's hopefully smooth sailing from here on out. Just like random stuff that I have to turn in. I just have to stay on top of it, but inevitably I always do, because I have never been relaxed ever.